All right, back on Dynasty League baseball. We got the 76 Yankees season. They are 4-5, currently 3 games behind Detroit. Baltimore a half game back. Boston 7-4 a game back. Milwaukee and the Yankees at 4-5, and Cleveland at 0-8. And they're playing their soon-to-be big rivals. This is 76, so it hasn't actually happened yet, but it's going to be happening, as the Yankees and Royals will end up meeting in 76, 77, and 78 in the ALCS. Right now, they're going to play game one of two here, game one of a two-game series. And we're going to get going. It just takes a second for the game to generate. And here we go. We're going to join it. It's April 23rd. Look like 1976. This is as played lineups, my 76 season. And here we go. We're at Yankee Stadium. 61 degrees, partly cloudy. Winds are 17 going right to left. So they're going to push the ball out to left possibly. Could hurt balls hit to right though. And here we go. Just the roster we're not going to touch right now. We're fine. And it looks like Catfish Hunter will be on the mound. Again, these are as played, so just going with the as played lineups. And we got Rivers, White, Munson, Chambliss, Piniella, Nettles, Velez, Randolph, and Chicken Stanley in the lineup for the Yankees. Catfish Hunter on the mound, and the Yankees are going to face off against lefty Paul Splittorff, and he was very good for the Royals. And it was a 76 season. We'll see what the stats are when he's on the mound. Right now, Catfish Hunter, so far in the replay, is 1-2 with a 4.03 ERA and a 1.39 WHIP. Take a quick look at his card. He doesn't have any situations. He was 17-15 with a 3.53. Did give up 28 home runs. Deep drives, just take a check. He does have deep drive results on both sides of his card for lefties and righties. So if the Royals hit a home run off their batter's card, it will be a home run. It will not require an additional roll. Here we go. We got Jim Wolford leading it off. He's batting 143 for the Royals, 3 hits and 21 at-bats. And he will face off against Catfish, and we will get the game going. Here we go. And he starts him with a walk. Wolford is on. Catfish is a C+, which is just slightly above average holding runners on. He's a 0, stopping the steal. Munson is a -1. Wolford is a threat to steal. He's a, if we look on his card, he is a 5 to get the lead, which is pretty good, and he's a 4 to steal, which is not bad. And Amos Otis will be up. Otis with a 378 batting average, 3 homers, 10 RBI so far in the replay. And he is a B bunter. Early in the game, toying with corners in, but I'm going to leave it. We'll see what happens. And there's an outfield range check. And we'll see what the roll is going to be. A 70, which is going to be a drive over Mickey Rivers' head. Rivers is in A range. He's racing back to try and get it, but he can't do it. It bounces off the wall. And Wolford is going to score, and the Royals jump out to a quick 1-0 lead. Otis is going to try and get to third. We might as well try and get him. It's not great, but it's 1 out of 10. And he's going to be safe. Standing with a triple or a double. Was it a double? It is a triple. Okay, I wasn't sure if it was a triple or a double, and to third on the throw. So Otis is on third with nobody out. It's already 1-0. Don't want a big inning. Do I give up this run in the first inning? It's a tough call. I'm going to bring the infield in because there's nobody else on base. I'm going to try and cut this off. Brett is up. Brett is batting 318 with no homers and 5 ribbies so far. And here's a deep drive, so it's not going to matter where the infield is. This is a deep drive. Brett has D power. 45. The deep drive is going to right center field. It's 385 out there. And his deep drive roll was a 97. Oh, at 382, he just missed it. He hit it 382 feet. A warning track out. He was a few feet away from a home run there, but he doesn't get it. And Otis scores on the sac fly, of course. And it is 2-0 Royals. Brett almost homers. So now it is 1 out, nobody on for John Mayberry, who's batting .270 with no homers and 6 ribbies so far on the season. Yanks find themselves down 2-zip. Here's a hard ground ball to second. And Willie Randolph will take care of that one over to Chambliss. 2 out, nobody on. Hunter finds some trouble here in the first inning. They score 2. McRae batting .324, 2 homers, 6 RBIs, steps into the box, and there's an error check. It's going to be on Munson behind the plate. Is this going to be on a foul or on a dribble? We'll see. 76 swings. It's a possible foul out, and it is going to be a foul out to Munson. Error. Doesn't drop it, and we'll go to the bottom of the first. Now we'll take a look at Splittorff. Splittorff does not have any situation qualities either. He's 11-8 with a 3.97 in the actual season. This replay, he's 1-1 with a 2.17 WHIP and a 7.45 ERA. So, 2 ways to look at that. 1, he's been struggling, but 2, he's due to pitch a lot better than that. Mickey is coming in 17 for 40, batting .425 with no homers and 3 RBIs. And here's a error check right off the bat for the Royals. And there's going to be their catcher, Martinez. He's a 65 error rate, and a 97 is going to be a foul out to the catcher. So Martinez is able to make that play. It's 1 out, nobody on for Roy White. He's batting .400 with 2 homers and 5 ribbies. And he's going to get a walk. So White will be on first. Splittorff is a C, holding runners on below the pack. He's a 0, stopping the steal, and Martinez is a 0. White can run, and they are down 2-0. Thurman's up. I'm going to let Thurman swing against the lefty Splittorff. Down 2-0. And there's a base hit to left field for Thurman. Thurman came in batting .231 with a homer and 7 ribbies. White is an 8 base running. It's only 59% to left, though, so he's going to hold down 2-0. First and second, 1 out for Chambliss. Chambliss hitting .200. No homers, 7 runs batted in. And there's a pop out to third. George Brett squeezes it, and that's going to be the second out. Going to be up to Sweet Lou Piniella here. First and second, 2 out. Piniella comes in only batting .148. No homers and a ribby. He's 4 for 27. First and second, 2 outs to Piniella, and a base hit to center field. And White will certainly try and score on this. It's a question mark, so it's a choice. They're going to try and score White. We're going to hold Munson with 2 out. We're going to try and score White. 89%, and he's going to be safe. So the Yankees get on the board. It's 2-1. Clutch hit for Piniella. First and second, 2 out for Nettles. Nettles is batting .257. He has a homer and 4 ribbies so far, and he just hits a ground ball to second base, and that's taken care of by Frank White. And that is going to be that. But the Yankees do cut the lead in half. It's 2-1 after 1. An eventful first inning. Hunter back on the mound against Cowens, batting .308 with a homer, 9 runs batted in. And here's a high fly ball left field. Roy White will make that play. And there will be one quick out for Hunter. And Frank White batting .355, no homers, 2 ribbies. .432 on base percentage for White. And there's a foul ball, so we're going to see if this stays in play. Yankee Stadium is considered normal for foul territory. And that is fouled into the seats on the right field side. Velez cannot get it. It's in the stands. Souvenir for the fans, and White gets another shot. And there's an infield range check. So let's see what Yankee is going to be tested here. 57, and that's a high chopper to Randolph at second. He's an A+ range, and it's an easier play on grass. And he is going to make the play and hit White at first. Second. Freddie Patek at 194, almost 2 ribbies. And there's another infield range play. So Yankee infield getting tested here in the second inning. This is a high chopper to Chambliss. Chambliss is a B range. And I believe he's going to make this play as well, and he does. Grabs it, tosses it to Hunter. And Yankees come up in the bottom of the second, trailing 2-1. Otto Velez is 1 for 1 with a walk on the season. Batted .266 in the actual season, and he's going to walk here. So the Yankees get the leadoff runner on. He's also the tying run. Not a threat to steal. Randolph up, but with Chicken Stanley on deck, I think I'm going to just have Willie swinging here, and another infield range play. And here's a high chopper to Patek at short. And they're going to get him. Get Randolph at first, but Velez is able to get to second on the high chopper. There was no play at second, so Yankees have the tying run in scoring position with 1 out for Fred Stanley, who's 0 for 12 so far here in 1976. He did hit .238 in the actual season, and he strikes out here. Splittorff gets Stanley. And again, the Yankees are going to need a clutch 2-out hit, this time from Mickey Rivers, who has been on fire to start the season, hitting .415. Lefty here, and it's a high fly ball, center field. Amos Otis, can of corn, puts that away. And we're going to go to the third, with the Royals leading at 2-1. Yankees-Royals baseball, it didn't get much better than that in the mid to late 70s. And Martinez batting .333 with a home run, 9 ribbies early season. He's going to hit a high fly ball to Mickey Rivers in center field. So center fielders trade easy outs. There's 1 out for Wolford. Wolford is walked and scored in the first inning. And there's a line drive to Nettles, and Nettles stabs it for the second out. He's ready at third base. 2 out, nobody on for Otis, who tripled and drove in a run and then scored the second run. And he strikes out here, though, so Hunter has settled down a bit. He's only given up 1 hit. We're now going to the bottom of the third. The Yankees trailing at 2-1. It'll be White, Munson, and Chambliss here. In the bottom of the third, White is he walked and scored, so he doesn't have an official at-bat here. And there is an error check. It's going to be at third base on Brett, who's a 60 error rating. Goes to 100. There's an 80. And Brett is able to make the catch on the pop-up for the first out. Bring up Munson, who singled to left in the first inning. He's batting .250 now. He got off to a slow start, but he's been coming on. And now another error check. And this time it's Martinez behind the plate. And it's a 41 dice roll, and that is going to be a high pop-up, and it looks like Martinez is going to make the play easily. 2 out. Chambliss popped up to third his first time up. 2 out, nobody on. And there's an easy ground ball, second base. Frank White's going to take care of that. And we're going to go to the fourth. Good ball game, 2-1. Royals leading the Yankees. George Brett will lead it off against Catfish Hunter. Brett almost homered last time up, and now he gets another deep drive. George Brett. This time he hits it to center field. It's deep out there, 417, and that is not going to get there. Mickey Rivers is going to have an easy time getting to that one. That's going to be the first out. So Brett's going to want to maybe hit a line drive or a ground ball, as those fly balls have been getting caught. There's 1 out for Mayberry, who is 0 for 1, grounded to Randolph. His first time up, and now he's going to fly out to Mickey Rivers for the second out. Mickey is under it and makes that catch easily. He's been busy here in the fourth. Going to bring up McRae, who fouled out to Thurman his first time. And now we got an umpire check. And on a roll of 9. They're checking Thurman Munson's ability to handle matters, and that's an easy pop-up caught by Munson, and that ends the fourth. So we go to the bottom of the fourth. Yankees still trailing 2-1. Sweet Luke Piniella, who got a clutch hit his first time up. And we're going to get an infield range check here in the bottom of the 4th inning to start. 91, and that's going to be a hot shot down the line towards Mayberry at first, who's a B range. And he's going to make a diving stop. And he makes the play unassisted. He's able to get over to first and get Piniella, who is not that fast. And there's 1 out, and Nettles will be up. And Nettles goes down on strikes for the 2nd out here in the 4th. Splittorff pitching well. Came in struggling. He's not showing that here. He'll still face 10 batters. And Otto Velez will come up. And he strikes out, and that is a quick 4th inning for Paul Splittorff. We're going to go to the 5th of this pitcher's duel, 2-1. Two great pitchers from the 70s, Catfish Hunter and Paul Splittorff. Cowens will be up. He flied to left his first time up. And there's a high fly ball to right. Otto Velez out there in right field today is going to make that catch. And there's going to be 1 quick out here in the top of the 5th inning. White rounded to 2nd his first time up. He's over. And there's a ground ball to 3rd. Greg Nettles. And that's an easy one for Greg. He'll get it over to Chambliss, and there will be 2 quick outs. Here in the top of the 5th. Freddie Patek rounded out to first in his first at bat. He's 0 for 1 bat. 188 on the season, and he goes down on strikes. Hunter through the 5th, trailing 2-1, but has not given up anything since the 1st. Randolph, Stanley, and Rivers in the bottom of the 5th. Yankees still need a run to get back into this game. Kansas City 2-1-0, Yankees 1-2-0. Randolph facing Splittorff here. And we got an infield range. .68, and that's deep in the hole at first. Again, Mayberry's getting tested with his B range. This time it's a higher number, 62, but he still is able to make that diving stop, and he's able to get it over to Splittorff in time, and there is 1 out. Mayberry has made a couple of gems here in this game, and now Fred Stanley will be up looking for his first hit, and he doesn't get it here. A hard ground ball to short. Patek takes care of that. Stanley is now 0 for 14 to start the season. 2 outs and nobody on as the Yankees turn the lineup over to Mickey Rivers, who's 0 for 2. A rare quiet game for Rivers so far. It came in hitting well over 400. And we got an error check here. And again, it's on Martinez, so those 2s have been coming out here today. And a 57 is probably going to be a made catch, and it is foul out to Martinez. Go to the 6th inning of this pitcher's duel, 2-1. Martinez will lead it off. Catfish Hunter, with a lot of stamina, can still face 23 batters. Martinez comes in here batting .308. He does have 9 ribbies on the early season, but that's a ground ball to Nettles. Easy play for Nettles, and there's going to be 1 quick out. Here in the 6th, all the offense was in first. Wolford as they turn the lineup over again. And there's a bizarre reading, so this could be a lot of different things. Let's see. Let's let it play out. 373 in the bizarre chart. And it's a ground ball to short. Stanley makes the easy pickup, runs at the first, and he is out. So that play is fairly normal. The bizarre chart can produce normal plays. It can produce some weird plays. So 2 out, nobody on, and here comes Amos Oates. And there's a ground ball to 3rd, and Nettles once again tested, and he passes the test. And we're going to go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Royals holding on to this 2-1 lead despite only having 1 hit on the scoreboard. It's going to be White, Munson, and Chambliss facing Splittorff. Splittorff is getting down a little bit. He's on 6 batters left in endurance. White will lead it off here, and there's a base hit to left field. So Roy White is on as the tying run here in the bottom of the 6th. Munson up. Now, there are things we can do with Thurman. He is an excellent hit-and-run guy. White can try and steal. I think I'm going to put the hit-and-run on. Let's put the hit-and-run on with Thurman. And there's a base hit. Base hit to center field with White on the move. I say he has a pretty good shot at getting third here. 99% sounds pretty good to me. The Yankees are going to have the tying run on third base. Thurman gets the hit and run base hit. First and third, nobody out for Chambliss. And the Yankees have a good chance to tie this game, but Splittorff lefty against the lefty Chambliss is going to try and stop it. And there's a deep drive. There's a deep drive for Chambliss. And a 96 is going to be to left field. So Chambliss is going oppo taco here. 383, but a 0-0 is just not going to be deep enough. It might not even be deep enough to get White in. Let's see. Does he get White in on this? He does get White in. It's deep enough to get White in. And this game is tied up. He only hit at 314, but it was enough. So we have a Munson on at first, 1 out. Yankees tie this game at 2. Piniella up now. And Pinella's just going to be swinging. Doug Bird comes into the game too, by the way. Line out to third here. Piniella lines out to Brett as we get Doug Bird in the game. And with 2 out and runner on first, we'll take a quick look at Bird, who had a good year in '76. 12 and 10, 2 saves, 3.37. Now, Bird has 3 different qualities. He has the jam quality, which can help him get out of a 2-out jam with runners on scoring position. He also has the on quality, meaning he doesn't give home runs up with men on base that often. And he also has the off quality. He does not walk the leadoff hitter very often. So far in the year, he's 1-0, and he has a 143 whip and a 5.87 ERA. So here we go. Runner on first, 2 out. Nettles is swinging against Bird. And there's an error check. Rory is also ready in the Kansas City bullpen. And again, it's Martinez. Just a weird game where the catcher's been tested a lot, and it is going to be a foul out to Martinez. So we're going to go to the 7th inning, tied at 2. Hunter's still out there. He's been excellent since the first inning, but he's going to have to face a tough customer here in George Brett to start the 7th. And as a high fly ball, Mickey Rivers will take care of that, and they get the tough George Brett here to start the 7th. 1 out. Now to bring up Mayberry, another guy who can easily reach the right field seats here at the stadium. And there's a line drive base hit towards Rivers in center field. Mayberry will be on with 1 out. A bunch of righties coming up here in the 7th inning. Hunter has plenty of gas left. If someone else gets on, though, I might have to get the bullpen up. McRae batting. And there's a strikeout for the 2nd out of the inning. Royals get action in their bullpen. Becky and Marty Patton. Runner on first, 2 out for Cowens. Hunter trying to protect this 2-2 tie. Doesn't want to give up any runs here. There's a line drive base hit to left field. It's going to be option, but I have a feeling Mayberry's going to stop at second. But let's see with 2 out. Yeah, he does stop at second. So 1st and 2nd, 2 out. Catfish Hunter. I'm going to trust Catfish Hunter here. 1st and 2nd, 2 out. He's been good. He's got plenty of gas left. And he's going to have to try and get Frank White here to keep this game tied at 2. And he struck him out, and he gets him. So good job by Catfish Hunter. Gets out of this trouble. Go 7th inning stretch. Bottom of the 7th. Yanks trying to get the lead. It's 2-2. Good game. And here we go with Bird rarely walking the leadoff hitter, so that quality is active. Now, with Bird in the game, I could make a move here. I've got Oscar Gamble, and why not? Use Oscar Gamble here for Otto Velez. Get the lefty at the stadium into the game against Doug Bird. And here we go. Gamble is batting 154 so far early season. And here's a high fly ball left field for the 1st out. Gamble will stay in the game and play right field. There's 1 out, and Willie Randolph is up. Randolph will bat. The rest of the Yankee bench is a little thin. Here's an error check. And a 0 is no error. That's just a ground ball back to the pitcher for the 2nd out. Stanley is a D90. What is Jim Mason? Mason is not much of a hitter, but he is left-handed. What is Mason defensively again? Mason defensively is a D55, so better range, worse error rate. We also have Alomar, but he's a C50. I'm going to just let Chicken Stanley bat here. 2 out, nobody on. Stanley's going to stay in the game and bat right now. And there's he rewards me with a line drive base hit to left. So Stanley rewards me by having some confidence in him. He's on at first with 2 out. And get Mickey Rivers out. And again, now Bird does not give up a lot of homers with men on base, so that quality is active. And a base hit for Mickey. Base hit to center field. So here with 2 outs, we get some action. Stanley and Rivers coming through. Going to have a little option here, but with 2 out, he's going to hold. First and second, and now with a runner in scoring position and 2 out, Bird gets his jam quality activated for Roy White. White batting .405 with 2 homers and 5 ribbies. First and second, Yanks looking for a big hit here to get the lead, and they get a base hit. It's a question mark, though, on whether Stanley can score. He's a 5. And it is going to be 68% and 98% for Rivers. We're going to go and try it with 2 out. We're going to try and score this run with 2 out. It's almost 70%. And a 68 is going to be close. He's gone down at home. Otis makes the play, gets Stanley at home. It was going to be close. He could not score. Yankees take a chance, wave Stanley home, but he doesn't get it. He's Otis with the amazing throw, and this game stays tied at 2. So excitement there on the bottom of the 7th with 2 outs. And we're going to go to the top of the 8th with Hunter facing Patek. And there's a strikeout for the first out, 1 out. Yankees with a chance there. It's almost 68% to score that run and take the lead. But they could not get it done. Martinez up against Hunter. And he hits a high fly ball to White and left. So 2 quick outs here in the top of the 8th. Yanks just missed getting the lead there, but Otis came through with a big play. Back to the top of Wolford. It was 0 for 2. Walker scored first. He strikes out, so we're going to go to the bottom of the 8th inning, tied at 2 in what has been an excellent baseball game. Munson, Chambliss, and Piniella. Bird still out there. Now, in the 8th inning, you do not have to have runners in scoring position for the jam quality to be activated. You just have to have the tying or go-ahead run on base or at the plate. So Bird's jam quality is already activated, but Munson has clutch. So when a pitcher has jam and a batter has clutch, they cancel each other out. And we just read a normal result, and there's a base hit for Munson right there to right field. We don't know if he would have done that last inning. We can't really think that way, but it would be nice if he did. Runner on first. Nobody out. Chambliss up. Chambliss is just going to be swinging here. And there's a high fly ball to left for the first out. 1 out with Piniella. Pinella's going to bat. Bird is a C+, slightly above average holding run. He is a +1 for steals. And Munson is capable of stealing a base. So with 1 out here, I'm going to let Piniella swing. And there's a line drive right at Brett at third. Piniella hits it hard, but it's right at Brett. Munson gets back, 2 out. It's up to Nettles. Greg Nettles has hit a lot of home runs at Yankee Stadium, so he's going to try and get one here against Doug Bird. Run on first, 2 out. Yanks are looking for the lead. And he struck out Nettles. So we're going to the 9th, tied, 2-2. You're out. Catfish Hunter is still out there. Amos Otis, who made that game-saving throw to get Stanley at home. Hunter is still fine on endurance with 12, and he's pitched so well since the first inning, I can't take him out here. Otis, outfield range check. This is dangerous. Could be anything. 84, and that's going to be a sinking liner towards Rivers, who's an A range, 86% chance of getting it, and he makes the snow cone catch. Mickey Rivers comes up with the ball, and there is 1 out. has the clutch factor. And that is now activated as he is the tying or go-ahead run. In this case, the go-ahead run at the plate. And he hits another deep. This is George Brett's third deep drive of the game. He only has deep power. He only hit 7 home runs in 76. But this one is to right field, giving him a little bit. Oh, and an 88. Oh, an 88. This is going to be close. It's -10 for the wind blowing right to left, and it's going to push this ball. And we had an extra check, and he robs the home run. Yes! Amazing leaping grab by Gamble. So this was a potential robbed home run, and Oscar Gamble jumps up over the wall and takes that home run away from George Brett. George Brett just missing. It could have been 3-2, but it's not. So we've had Otis rob the Yankees at home plate with a great throw, and now Gamble robs George Brett of a home run. It's 2 out, nobody on for Mayberry. The Royals were that close to taking the lead. And there's a hard ground ball to Randolph, and that's going to be the end of the Royals here on the top of the 9th. A lot of drama. This has been a great game. Yankees almost had a 3-2 lead now. The Royals almost had a 3-2 lead. And now the Yankees have a chance to walk it off here in the bottom of the 9th, and it's going to be Oscar Gamble, who saved the game with that catch in right field. He's going to face Bird now with a chance to win it. Oh, and it's a foul ball. Let's see if this stays in play or if Gamble can get another chance. And a 22 is going to be fouled into the stands. Oscar Gamble wishing that to go foul, and it does go foul. And he's going to get another chance against Doug Bird. And he struck him out. 1 out. Marty Patton is ready in the bullpen. And speaking of bullpens now, Hunter still actually has endurance. But I might get Sparky up. They have all righties coming up. Craig Count, I could also get Tidrow up. Randolph is up, 1 out, nobody on. I'm going to let Randolph bat, then I got to think about the bullpen. And here we have a strikeout. His jam quality activated. That would have been a base hit. But Bird's jam quality was active there, and it takes a hit away from Randolph. There are now 2 out, nobody on. And I'm going to get both Tidrow and Lyle up, just to have them warming. And Stanley is due up. But the only thing I would maybe do is pinch hit Alomar, but I'm going to weaken my defense if I do it. I don't really want to pinch hit Jim Mason. 190 against righties. He was 195. Again, I'm going to let Stanley hit. Stanley's going to hit with 2 out, nobody on here in the bottom of the 9th. And he grounds to short. He grounds to Patek. So we're going to extras. We got free baseball here at the stadium. It's 2-2. We're going to the top of the 10th. Hal McRae is going to lead it off. Catfish Hunter is still out there. He has 9 batters left on his endurance. I'm going to let him start the inning. He's going to pitch to Hal McRae, and we got another bizarre reading. Here in the top of the 10th. 9:34. Hold on, Hunter has stepped back off the rubber. He's checking his signs with Munson. We're hearing some thunder. No, we don't want thunder. Sounds like we got a storm front. The temperature has dropped. It's not how we want this great game to end. So hopefully it will not get any worse than that. But Hunter will deal to McRae here with threatening weather. And a base hit for McRae. Single to left. And he is on as the go-ahead run. I got 2 pitchers ready in the bullpen. They've got all righties due up. They have some lefties on the bench. Runner on first. How is... Just let me double check. Tidrow holding runners on is a B+0, so he's okay. All righties. I'm going to go to Tidrow. We're in the 10th inning. I'm going to go to Dick Tidrow. Tidrow comes in with an 0.47 whip. He's been good so far this year. 6.1 innings. He had a very good year that year in 76. He doesn't have any, he does have the off situation quality, but that's only for leadoff hitters. So runner on first, nobody out. Cowan's up. I think Cowens is swinging, so I'm not going to bring the corners in. And Tidrow's going to deal to Cowens. And he does square to bunt. It's a 7. Bunted towards first base. Tough play for Chambliss. And he does get him at first, but the sacrifice is successful. Cowan's almost got the base hit. Runner on second now. The go-ahead run is in scoring position. 1 out for Frank White. Tidrow in for Hunter. And interestingly, we get White lifted for Tom Poquette. One of those good lefties that they have on the bench. Now do I bring in Sparky? Do I bring in Sparky? I think I'm going to have to go to Sparky here. I don't think I want to lose this game with Sparky Lyle not getting into it. I'm going to go to Sparky Lyle when they go to the lefty. Runner on second, 1 out. Lyle comes in. He has the on quality. He doesn't give up a lot of homers, but here they only need a base hit. Poquette staying in, and he's stepping out, and now Fran Healy is going to come up, but I think I like this matchup better, whatever happens. I think I like Lyle against Healy a little bit better than Tidrow against Poquette at the stadium. So runner on second, 1 out. Now it's Healy facing Lyle. It's a chess game out here by the managers, and we got a foul ball. We got a foul ball. It's near the stands. And I think this is going to be caught, and it is. Randolph comes over and is able to get that ball in foul territory for the second out. Lyle with a big out there. Patek duo. Runner on second, 2 out. Lyle trying to get this game to the bottom of the 10th. And a walk. He walks Patek. First and second, 2 out. Buck Martinez is due up, but I would think that they would pinch hit. I know they have a lefty. Is Porter on this? I don't know who's their lefty catcher. We're about to find out. I could view the roster, but let's just wait and see. Lyle's staying in this game anyway. First and second, 2 out. Yeah, and he's going to stay in the game, and he doubles off the wall. He doubles off the wall. Martinez stays in the game, and he's going to drive in the go-ahead run, and the question is, will Patek score? It's a question. White, and he's 3% to throw him out. There's 2 out, and 3% is better than nothing, so we'll try it. And an 0-2 is not going to get it done. And the Royals take a 4-2 lead. How about that? Buck Martinez stays in the game. Yeah, he's right-handed against Lyle lefty. I don't know why I was thinking he would pinch hit. But Buck Martinez does stay in the game. What is Buck that year? He batted .228 with 5 homers, so he gets a big clutch hit. And I forgot, I was thinking Tidrow was still in the game. So Wolford is going to bat. 2 outs, runner on second, and the Royals take a 4-2 lead. They could have pinch hit for Buck there because that was a big spot. I know they might have had a better righty on the bench. Hard ground ball out to short. So we're going to go to the bottom of the 10th. And Yankees are down by 2 now. Bird is still in the game. They have the top of the order. It's 4-2 Royals, bottom 10. And there is a soft ground ball, the first for the first out. Had a senior moment there with Buck. I forgot that Lyle, the lefty, was on the mound, so they left Martinez in the game. And there's now 1 out, and the Yankees are down to their last 2 outs. It's going to be Roy White. And there's a double in the gap in left center field. Wow. So the Yankees not done yet. White puts one in the gap in left center. He's on second, 1 out for Thurman Munson. We have Jam and Clutch, so they cancel each other out here. And Thurman hits a high fly ball center field for the second out. White's going to stay at second, and it's going to be up to Chambliss. Chris Chambliss, as we all know, hit a pretty big home run against the Royals in 1976. This is not quite that big a moment, but this would be a good time for Chambliss to connect. It's interesting, Mark Patel is in the bullpen. High fly ball, right field, and that is going to end the ball game. Cowan squeezes it, and that is it. What a good game, but the Royals win it 4-2, and they win it off Lyle with Buck Martinez. Bit of a surprise there as Buck Martinez is able to beat Lyle in a big spot, and the Royals beat the Yankees 4-2. All right, thanks for watching.